Are we recording now?
Yes.
Okay. Hi.
Okay. Hi guys. Welcome back to CocoCaviar. As you can see, my lovely darling Adam is here this week. He's finally back, guys. Woohoo! And well, he's doing much better. He's not back to 100% yet, but he's doing way better than he was before. And we would just like to say thank you for all the fans and friends that reached out to us and showed a lot of concern and gifts that were sent to us. We really appreciate everything. And as time goes by, you'll see Adam's progress and you'll hear more about it. Thus far, he is on track for full recovery. And yeah, he's doing well. Back to his old self.
Yeah, thank you guys. I mean, we really did get got a lot of outpouring of a lot of nice thoughts and nice wishes and get well. So really, it really meant tremendous amounts of thank you. Thanks everybody. It was way more than we expected and more than I expected to.
For those of you who don't follow us on Instagram or any of our social media, we got engaged.
We got engaged.
Yes, he popped the question.
I popped the question.
So we decided we're going to give you guys the backstory of our story. Finally, we're finally.
So for those of you that may know Words with Friends, Words with Friends is a Scrabble game. It's a Scrabble game that's done online on your iPhone or your iPad. Words with Friends. So I was in Alexandria, Virginia. I was working down there for 2 years. I was all by myself, me and my dog Max, just hanging out, and didn't know anybody down there at all. Frankly, I was quite bored. So, I played my parents. I played my mother on Words with Friends, and I started getting into Words with Friends. And being an English major, I enjoyed it. So I wanted more competition. 1, 2, 3 games wasn't enough. So in order to get an additional opponent on Words with Friends, I actually there's a spot on there to hit random opponent. So I said, okay, I'll hit random opponent. So I hit random opponent and...
Right, so I was playing Words with Friends as well. And I was beating everyone that I was playing, and I was like, come on, I need more games, because after a while people didn't want to play me because I kept winning. So I did the exact same thing.
We'll get to that in a minute.
I selected random opponents. And I guess we selected random opponents at the exact same time.
Simultaneously.
And the game pulled us together. So we're playing, and it so happens he's the one person that keeps beating me
amazing.
Over and over.
Isn't that amazing?
It's not amazing.
It's amazing.
Anyway, and I'm extremely competitive. So my competitive nature would not give up. Like, I just had to beat him. And then he started texting. There's a little chat box, and he started messaging me saying, hey, are you actually going to give me a challenge? Hey, I'm getting bored. And he was just pissing me off.
That's right.
So we were actually having banter back and forth, giving each other all sorts of chats and saying all sorts of things to rev the other person up.
So this was back in 2012. That's how long ago. So actually, Anna and I have known each other for 5 years.
And then eventually, after a while, I did get a couple wins in.
Couple.
I did.
1 out of 10's not bad.
I beat you a lot now and everything.
2 out of 10's not bad,
It
sweetie.
was more than 2 out of 10.
Okay, 3 out of 10's not bad. That's fine.
Anyway. Who won your last 2 sets of Rummy games?
We're not talking about Rummy Q, okay,
Anyway.
or Rummy. We're talking about Words with Friends.
Alright, no problem.
Save that for episode 42. So the chat became more like, hey, where are you from? I'm from Trinidad. Where are you from? I'm from New Jersey in the U.S. So the chats became more about, less about the game and more about just finding out about each other. Just, hey, where are you from? This, that, the other thing. So.
But the funny thing is, when he said he was from Virginia, or living in Virginia, but originally from New Jersey, I was like, why is he lying? Does he think I'm stupid or something? Because I thought the game would have pulled someone from Trinidad and Tobago, like someone local. I didn't realize that the game would actually pull an international person.
Right, all Trinidadian guys are always trying to fool Trinidadian girls saying that they're from Virginia. Virginia.
I don't know.
All Trinidadian guys do that.
They were like trying to play a prank on me
Okay.
or something. But anyway, so I think from that we decided to find each other on Facebook, because I didn't believe that he was actually from Virginia, and I think that's how we.
So we did a Facebook.
We looked for each other on Facebook.
I pulled up this picture and I see this beautiful woman. So I'm like, wow. So I just couldn't believe it. And I put a picture up there that was about 15 years old. So I catfished her. And so I catfished. Actually, the picture was very recent. It was a year old.
He's finally admitting that he
The
catfished me.
picture was a year old.
He's
okay?
finally admitting that he catfished
From
me.
5 years ago, the picture was a year old. I promise you that. Anyway, go ahead, sweetheart.
So anyway, and I think eventually we exchanged numbers. And
I called her. I did. From Virginia. I remember that very, very specifically calling her. I remember her answering. I remember how shy, you had this beautiful voice attached to this beautiful face. And I just remember, I remember her voice being very soft and a little bit shy. And I was shy too. I was nervous. I was.
And our very first phone conversation was for like over an hour. For the last 5 years, we would have talked on and off. He would have been in relationships. I would have been in relationships. And we would just check in on each other.
Just a random hello, random how are you, you know, how's life kind of thing. And then it was August of 2015.
Yes, August of 2015. I reached out to him.
She reached out to me.
So I reached out to him.
She reached out to me.
Anyway, from there,
yes.
We just started talking on a consistent basis.
Yes.
Every day. And it just grew from there. It just grew.
Well, I mean, there was points in time where we were talking for, 4 or 5 hours a night. And it was daily, and we video chatted.
Every single day, and we'd video chats.
Yeah,
and I remember,
it was fun.
I remember times he would call
nice
me.
Time.
I remember times he would call me around his friends, and they're like, "Dude, that girl's catfishing you. Do you know? Are you sure that's how she looks?"
Yes.
Yes, I remember them saying that.
Yes, I have a lot of.
And they were like, "Let's video chat her. No, we need to see what she really looks like. I don't think she's that nice. I don't think she's that pretty."
That's right.
And it was just so eventually we decided we were going to try to meet. And we said we were going to try to meet in a neutral environment.
We were going to do the Bahamas and Atlantis.
Yes.
Neutral, because obviously I didn't want to come to her being nervous. Obviously, it's normal. She was obviously nervous and apprehensive coming to me, obviously.
I don't know if he's a serial killer, so I gotta be safe. So anyway, you never know.
Yes, and you never know the other way as well.
This
okay.
Is,
yeah, oh my
God.
God.
You think I can be a serial killer?
Yes. All right. Well, okay. Stop.
Anyway.
Thank you. Horrible. Anyway, moving along.
We were planning to meet in the Bahamas. And then his dog wasn't doing so well.
Yes.
His dead dog Max that we both love dearly.
Yes.
And
so we scratched the Atlantis trip. That got scratched.
I decided I'd make the sacrifice and come to him.
So
but the funny thing is, when I told my mother and my family what I was going to do, they were freaking out. Like they're like, "You're crazy. What are you doing? Are you mad? Suppose he's a serial killer. Suppose something happens to you. Suppose he kidnaps you." And I'm like, I don't think so.
Justifiable.
I've been talking to him for so long. Everything has been consistent. It's not like I'm now talking to him. So this would have been 6 months after.
Yeah, 6 months.
6 months after we started talking.
6 months straight to. Hold on, just go back for a second. So her mother. So now I'm talking to her mother, and which I have no problem with. Again, my intentions were genuine. My intentions were sincere. I'm courting her daughter. I am, but her mom wanted my driver's license. Her mom wanted me to have, so I spoke to her and I said the same thing that I said to her, to her mother. I said, "Whatever you need me to do," but I didn't send her my driver's license. That just, I was not sending a photocopy of my driver's license because I didn't do it.
So guys, I don't want to make this video too long for you all. So in the next video, we're going to tell you guys about our very first face-to-face meeting and our first date. And you get to hear all the juicy stuff that happened, whether or not Adam gave me that first kiss as he said he would or not. Alright guys, so stay tuned next week for our first date and the rest of our story. Bye!
Bye guys.